Going into this video, I immediately feel like I have to defend myself because I actually do have some hope for NERF Ultra. I know that sounds scary, but I think NERF Ultra could have a future. They fixed the issues with the accuracy as far as I can tell, but the darts are pretty rigid and durable. They fly exceptionally far, yet they don't have that much impact force, which makes them kind of the ideal foam munition in my opinion. But not if the blaster is gonna cost me $50 and I see literally nothing in this that is warranting that price tag. This might be a very, very bad video. So I'm gonna say something that may absolutely blow your mind if you didn't already know it, but people are unique. People generally aren't the same. That's why there genuinely isn't a one-size-fits-all solution to something as complex as weight loss. This video is sponsored by Noom, and I don't stand in front of you as somebody who has succeeded in weight loss. Well, actually, I did weigh myself recently. Thanks for that one, Noom. And it turns out I gained back every single pound I lost when I was doing a fad diet. And it only took me about a year to completely destroy about 2 years of progress. And that's because those diets just aren't built to last. See, what makes Noom different is that it uses psychology and science to help put you on the right track towards a healthier lifestyle. If you don't know what you're doing and you don't feel good about the changes you're making, it's gonna make doing the right thing even harder. And sometimes you may not even know what the right thing is. After having used Noom for a couple of weeks, I can tell you that it's a relatively simple and painless process, and yeah, it does actually work pretty freaking well. It has quick little daily lessons that you can read or listen to help put you in the right path. It even has little games and all sorts of little activities that it wants you to do that work in teaching you how to eat healthier. And no, it's not saying that you have to cut out all those things you love. In fact, Noom explicitly tells you not to do that. But one of the core lessons that Noom tries to teach you is that you can eat a lot of other things and fill yourself up, and then that will let you have smaller portions of the things you love. You easily log your meals, you easily log in your weight, and then it even gives you little quests to do, like go walk some steps, and that number is going to increase the longer you're using Noom. And if you want to do anything from just losing a couple of pounds so you can hit the beach next month in style, or you want to fundamentally completely change your life, like me, then I highly encourage you to go to noom.com/Walcom S7 and start your free trial of Noom today. I understand the highs and lows of weight loss. You can literally see it on my channel. And as somebody who lives on the internet, that's heartbreaking to me. And if you've been in the same situation, then yes, I highly encourage you to check out Noom today and start your free trial. So before anything, thank you very much to Jason for texting Flux and telling him this thing existed, and also thanks to Flux for picking this up for me, because this video wouldn't be possible without him. So make sure you check out his channel in the top right corner. I offered to give this to him. Maybe he'll mod it or something. Maybe I'll mod it, I don't know. But $50. I hope that's a mistake. Integrated sight, clip storage, motorized, movable 10-dart clip, and it's apparently pretty long even though this box is pretty short. At least that's my excuse. And shit. Well, this actually answers my first question. Looks like there are separate pieces here. Yes, the barrel is a completely separate thing. And it's not an end strike rail anything. It's a clip-in, and it's a one-way clip-in. Once this goes in, I don't think it's gonna be coming back out. We'll hold off on that. We got a magazine very similar to the one that came with the NERF Ultra Focus. The blaster, looking pretty freaking swanky, and only enough darts to fill up the magazine once. Where's the $50 at? Ooh. That's a pretty good grip. Oh, look at that. It's also semi-auto. So it's definitely not worth $50. Where's the value, Hasbro? Where's the value? What batteries do you take? It does take 6 AA batteries. There's a micro switch in the barrel. I assume that's because you can't use it without putting this in first. I hate you. I don't like you at all. I guess this is where you live now. And that's our NERF Ultra Strike. Hold on, we gotta put the magazine in there. And stock is non-adjustable. This is the jokingly called flip-up sight. I mean, you in the comments section below, and you know, while you're going down there, you could, you know, smack that thumbs up button for me and hit that big red subscribe button if it's there, and tell me where the $50 is.
Oh, it's down there somewhere. Let me take another look.
Like, this is everything that's wrong with Hasbro. Again, I'm gonna harp on this. Moto Blitz, excellent value for the money. And it's still $42, but compared to most of the crap that we get, it's foregrip. I love angled foregrips. This is not great because there's a rail right in front of it. So you kind of have it, but then if you put something, I don't know, maybe I'm just, what is this? What is the point of that? Like, what is this negative space here? Scene release, you know, I've had worse, but not a lot of people like those in front of firing trigger mag releases, and I can understand why. There's a rail up here, a rail back here. Stock is non-adjustable, but there's a sling loop right here, a sling loop down here, and a sling loop up here. And I am putting off having to put batteries in this thing. We got ourselves practically brand new Energizer Maxes. Kind of tired of Hasbro using screws for everything for batteries. I wish they'd find something else out. That's remarkably balanced. You know? That's not half bad. And this is the Accustrike NERF Ultra Round. It is a far superior dart compared to the original black-bodied orange tip ones. The stock holds a magazine, but it only comes with one of them. God, $50 is like the price a Rapid Strike was. Yep, it holds a magazine back there pretty well, I would say. And then we got that, and at least those wheels seem pretty balanced. Yeah, it's not bad. I can't get over that price. I'm sorry. The Ultra Amp wasn't that expensive. The Ultra Focus with the stock and stuff might have been kind of expensive, but it was always on sale because it was on Amazon. And there's this. It looks like it should be full auto. It is way too expensive for what you get. All right, obligatory heads up. These velocities are not comparable to half-length, full-length, or really any other projectile that is not NERF Ultra. They're a different dart, different size, different weight distribution, all that stuff. This is only for comparison to other NERF Ultra blasters. Outside range testing is where you'll see a more even field. Ooh. Yeah, that's pretty spicy for NERF Ultra. All right, I'm going to explain this once again for those who don't quite understand. I have here the Ultra Strike and an Eagle Point scope on it. Why am I using this? Because I need something to literally just be able to fixate a dot on the target so every single shot I take is actually somewhat consistent. I have a rest here. All I'm trying to do is see what the accuracy of the blaster is like by putting the dot on the target and pulling the trigger and keeping that as consistent as possible for this kind of test. This is not a test for me to try to correct my aim or anything like that. We're just trying to see what the inherent accuracy of the blaster is. So without any further ado, I've got two magazines here. I've got a target down range, and we're gonna see if these darts are accurate at all. Putting the bubble, I guess, right on the center of the target. I'm shooting too low. I'm not actually hitting it, so we're gonna have to adjust our aim. I've got another magazine here. Let's aim for the scoreboard then. And that is not the best. Not the best at all. Fresh mag. Same spot on the scoreboard. And we're out. That is not a great grouping, but for stock Nerf ammunition, it's acceptable, I guess. The actual biggest problem is more or less the drop-off up and down, and less of it is side to side. Gotta say I'm a bit underwhelmed with this one, and this is like Nerf fighting against itself here. At the end of the day, do you like what you see here and you want to spend $50 on it? Then sure, I can't stop you because that's what you want and that's what you can get. But for virtually everybody else, I mean, right now, you can get the Ultra Amp for about $23 to $25 on Amazon, at least in the US. And the Ultra Select, which is a full auto double magged, absolutely awesome blaster in my opinion, and was the debut for the NERF Accustrike Ultra rounds, you can get that for around $40. I've seen it on deep discount all the way down to under $30. And the blaster that this thing is most closely mimicking, the Ultra Focus, which is just an Ultra Amp with a detachable stock, that also goes on sale pretty often, but it is $44. And that's where I feel like this blaster is trying to be like, oh, it's an Ultra Focus, so we can charge more money and give nobody any value whatsoever. I mean, why buy this for $50 when you can buy something far better that Hasbro released last year for less money? I mean, it's comfortable, do not get me wrong. I like the stock, the grip is okay, although this rail definitely shouldn't have been there. The flip up side is completely useless, but it's an overall attractive and slick package, and the performance is exactly what you'd expect. If you haven't tried the NERF Accustrike Ultra yet, I highly recommend you do because it is fantastic for a stock dart. Sure, it's not a short dart or anything like that, so for the older kids, they don't really care. But for the younger kids who don't really want to get hit by something that hurts, the Ultra Accustrike series flies far, flies true, and even when it hits you, it doesn't really hurt. But this blaster does nothing new and gives you zero value even against Hasbro's own offerings. This is just an Ultra Amp with a non-detachable barrel and a non-detachable stock. It has plenty of room for activities inside of it, but I just don't feel it at all. If you already have an amp, if you already have a Select, you have absolutely no reason to pick this thing up other than the fact that you like the ergonomics and you like the look of it, and for that, you're gonna be paying a premium. And if they're gonna have detachable magazines, give us 2 of them. If you're gonna give us magazines in general, the entire point of a magazine is you load it up so it's ready to go outside of combat. That way, when you're in the middle of a foam battle, you can remove your empty magazine and replace it with a fresh one. But if you only give us 1 magazine, you're kind of banking on people already having magazines. Why not give them more value by throwing in an extra magazine and an extra 10 darts? Had this blaster come with 2 magazines, 20 darts, or maybe even 30 if you're feeling really generous, Hasbro, for $50, I could see that being a compelling price point, even if it was exactly the same as this. But $50 with just 1 mag, 10 darts, and a semi-auto flywheeler that doesn't do anything different than other blasters you could already pick up from last year, arguably being inferior to those options. Yeah, that sucks, Hasbro, and that's kind of my biggest problem with the Ultra Strike. But again, if you like this package and you want to have this kind of designated marksman feel, I can highly recommend picking it up because there are going to be people who like this kind of platform, and I don't blame you for it. But for most people, that's not going to matter, and for those of you that want to skip this one, I encourage you to do so. Maybe the Ultra Speed will be a little bit more compelling. But that's all I've got for you. I'm Walcom S7. Thank you very much for watching this video. Chances are you got all the way to the end. You like what I do here, so please hit like, get subscribed, ring the bell, leave a comment, do all that algorithmic garbage to help the channel grow so you can help the hobby grow. And of course, I hope to see you in an entirely different video. Maybe one on the Ultra Speed. You never know.
You gotta